And they've gone forward because of survival. So it's not a question of if you want to use indirect channels. It's a question of how can I build a successful sales channel program. So there's materials when you construct something. Well, there's materials you need in developing a sales channel program. You've got to have materials such as your product parameters, your pricing, your lead management process. You have to have partners, which we talked about. Now that we've gone through the process of building a sales channel program, what are you going to take away? Well, first of all, I've shown you how to grow revenue and lower your cost to acquire customers at the same time. I showed you how to find and recruit the best possible channel partners. And once you've found them, I've shown you how to get the most out of them. And finally, I've given you a free action worksheet, which is part of the Sales Channel Development Guide, which basically is a tool used to set up a sales channel program. Welcome. Thank you for coming. My name is Pat Moran. I'm president of US Market Success. And I'm here to talk to you about building a successful, industry-leading sales channel program. For the most part of my career, I was in corporate. I worked with companies such as DHL, MCI, which is now Verizon, Citibank, and PricewaterhouseCoopers. And I've been in sales channel management throughout my career. And this has culminated in the creation of US Market Success, which is a consulting firm that provides consulting services to companies to help them build a sales channel program. And I also developed the Sales Channel Development Guide for sales channel managers to help them develop and manage a program and treat it as a true discipline. I want to define what a sales channel is. Companies that distribute their products and services is a sales channel. But there are two components. The first component is a direct sales channel. And a direct sales channel is when a company sells directly through their own sales force to their customers or through their own company stores. Conversely, an indirect sales channel is when a company sells through a third party, like an agent, a broker, a reseller. Historically, companies like IBM and Apple have had very strong direct sales channel. In the recent decade, Apple and IBM have developed industry-leading sales channel programs using indirect. Why do companies use indirect sales channels? Key reasons are to grow revenue, expand their market share, grow their brand, and to lower their acquisition cost, the cost to acquire a customer. And this is very key. When you lower your acquisition cost through indirect channels, you're paying a commission to that third party, as opposed to paying a salary and benefits, which is more expensive, to a direct salesperson that works for you. So they can save money in acquiring customers. Why have companies been reluctant, however, to go indirect? And the reason being is they fear a lack of control. If someone else is selling their products and services, some agent or broker, they fear they're losing control in selling their products to their customers, controlling how their brand is presented, and they're concerned about channel conflict, a conflict between their direct sales force and other agents or brokers selling as well. But many companies have gone forward despite this, and they've gone forward because of survival. Their competitors are using indirect channels to take away market share. So it's not a question of if you want to use indirect channels. It's a question of how can I build a successful sales channel program. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you build an industry-leading sales channel program. We're going to get down and dirty now and build a sales channel program. So there's materials when you construct something. Well, there's materials you need in developing a sales channel program. You've got to have materials such as your product parameters, your pricing, your lead management process. You have to have partners, which we talked about, which is an agent or a reseller or an affinity or alliance partner. And you also have to have program management. So we're going to start with the design phase. When you construct a home, you go through several phases. With a phase here, we're talking about design. And that includes talking about the pricing, the products, the leads, the partners. All part of building a sales channel program. After we get through design, we're going to start going into training, how we train our sales partners to become the best possible partners that we can have to grow our revenue. And finally, we're going to talk about support, how we can support those partners so they can be successful. And finally, I want to talk about what I believe is the key critical success factor in building a great channel program. And that is the relationship with your partners, the individuals, companies that are selling on your behalf. They're the ones out in the field. They're in the front lines. They're trying to sell against intense competition, your products and services, to help you grow revenue. Don't discount that. That's where the battles are taking place, not where you design your brochures or design your pricing. It's that front line where your partners are trying to sell your products and services. So make sure you give them the support that they deserve, they need to be successful. Even if they're small, a small partner remote, don't dismiss them. They're critical to your success. Give them the support so they can be successful, and in turn you will be successful.